Okay, so here I am with another video. This time it's about rhythm, and we're just going to talk about small subdivisions in a simple meter right now. We'll go on to a complex meter soon, but when I say small subdivisions, I mean 30-second notes. Okay, so before we do, I'm going to give you a practice exercise that happens to be the first exercise in this section of our book, which is 8A for the people in my class. I'm also going to, I just want to introduce you to the ideas, okay? So we have, if we think about quarter notes at let's say about 1 per second, or 60 beats per minute, so that's about, I could be off, but this is about right. So that's what we're going to try. So let's listen to what quarter notes sound like at that beat. Ta, 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 ta. At that tempo, I meant. Anyway, so eighth notes would be ta, 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 ta. 16th notes would be ta, 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 ta. And 30-second notes would be taka 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 taka. Now it's pretty easy to parse them out when they're all grouped together like that, right? So if I did ta 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 taka 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 ta ta, you would know that that was a quarter note, 2 eighth notes, 8 30-second notes, and 2 eighth notes, right? That would be pretty easy. So I'm perhaps giving away the key to the next exercise to tell you this, but let's just go over it so you understand. So what if you don't have a whole quarter note worth of those small beats to listen to? How are you going to know where it lands? Well, I'd say the most important thing is that you've got to have a little running track in your head that's going taka 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 taka. If you know that that's what you're going to be expecting, then you can see where the beats fit in. So if I did ta 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 ta, you would know where those beats fit in if you have your little running pattern. So if I were to tap, why don't you tap with me? Just tap quarter notes and think ta 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 ta. Well, you're going to know where those fit. Now, so that was a dotted quarter note with 2/16ths, right? Ta 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 ta. And in fact, if you tapped eighth notes, you'd hear it even more clearly. Ta 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 ta. What if I made those 30-second notes and then added an extra dot to the quarters? That was a double dotted quarter. Then it would sound like this. Ta 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 ta. Or if I do it less obviously, ta 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 ta. Now, if you're not sure about what you're hearing, you can try again tapping. Let's try tapping eighth notes. Ready? 1 and 2. Ta 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 ta. See? You can tell that the ta ta doesn't happen on one of those eighth notes. In fact, it happens exactly halfway in between, meaning that you've had 2 notes in the space of 1/16th note, and they were even. That means they were 30-second notes. Okay? So here is your first exercise. It's in 2/4, and there are 4 measures. Here's your quarter note beat. 1, 2. Ta 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 ta. Okay, first of all, try and sing it back to me. See if you can remember what you heard. And then check it against what I'll sing it again and check and see if you were right. Ta ta-ka-ta, ta-ka-ta, ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. Okay, so you want to be able to write that down as a rhythm. And if you are really good at rhythms, I want you to also write in the solfege. If you're really good at rhythms and solfege, I want you to write in the rhythms and solfege and write a workable harmony for it. If you've done that, you could even write in a descant. Just keep yourself busy trying to stretch your brain to do as much as you can. And that's something that you need to do on your own. You need to keep practicing on your own to develop your skills to the best of your abilities. So the answer, of course, is that the first two measures are the same, and they are both double dotted quarter notes followed by a pair of 32nd notes. And then in the third measure, it's da, 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 or 8th, 16ths, 8th, 16ths, or hamburger, hamburger in our food group shorthand. And if you don't know about the food groups, I'll put a link right below that you can see about food groups. It's just a good way of hearing those very simple rhythms. And then, of course, the last measure was a half note. Okay, so we talked through that. There are a bunch more. I'm going to give them to you with a little less explanation, and you can just work through them and see how you do. If you have problems, write something down in the comment section, and I will do my best to help. Have fun practicing.